What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome in to the Creators Lounge. I'm Ken. This is Ken, the Content Coach. And on this channel, we talk about content creator issues and Q&As and different things that relate to content creation. So we have a great topic tonight I'm looking forward to talking to. Ever since YouTube kind of announced their changes on dislikes, I know there's a lot of different opinions and thoughts about why and the change overall. So I'm excited to talk about it. And so let's say what's up to everybody first. I appreciate everybody I've seen so far. What is up, everybody? Let's see. What's up, Nicholas Z? Good to see you, man. Tyson, I saw this comment. She's been ready for Christmas since October. I think she's upstairs wrapping gifts right now. So she finished Christmas shopping, and I think I still have about $5 left. So we can still eat through tomorrow, I think. But yeah, she's always ready for Christmas. So what's up? Aaron Rogers says, I dislike the dislike button. Remove it. We're going to talk about it. YouTube didn't remove it, but they did change it. And so we're definitely going to talk about that. What's up, Zeb Beards? Good to see you, man. Let's see. What's up, Mark Brown? Good to see you. LJ's Vlogs. So I've been instructed to create a logo and cover art and all kinds of stuff for this channel. This is my daughter, by the way. She's going to start some stuff after Christmas. We're going to talk about, online safety and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's the first time I've seen her new change there. Who else we got? What's up, Kyle and Joe? Good to see you guys. Rob, I feel like I haven't seen you forever, man. Welcome in. Good to see you. Great to see you, man. Hey, Marlene, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And yeah, hit the like. Thank you. If you guys have not hit the like button yet, if you would like to, hit that like button on the way in. Also, if you don't mind, share the stream. I think this will be a good conversation tonight. I want to get opinions from as many people as possible and just kind of talk about the changes and why YouTube changed the dislikes. Dean says, let's cancel the dislike button because it offends me. I say keep it and let people have somewhat of a voice whether you like it or not. Yep, fair enough. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. I'm going to have Brian in here at some point in the next, we haven't talked about a date yet, but pretty soon. So good to see you, man. Who else we got? Jay Cruz, what's up, man? Good to see you. E-Rock's already giving out warnings. Yeah, that's what happens here. That just means he beat you to it, because I know Jay Cruz would have gave a warning out first. So what's going on? Jason Klein, good to see you. All right, so again, we're going to talk about dislikes. So YouTube did recently change the dislikes. The way they work on YouTube, they didn't take them away. You still have the ability to hit dislikes. They didn't take it away, but they did change the way that it works and how it looks. And so that's what we want to talk about. Why did they change? The answer to everything is money. Possibly. I haven't really read into it from that aspect, but you're right. Money usually has a lot to do with everything. So yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. Hey, Ryan, if you don't like it, man, that's completely fine. I appreciate you being here, though, man. I do like seeing the JK after that, though. So thanks, man. All right, so first up, what I want to know is first, we're going to get into that, but first, how was everybody's weekend? What was the highlight of your weekend? It is Monday, the start of a new week. How was your weekend, though? What did, I don't know, give me one thing from this past weekend that stood out to you. Something that was great for you. So, for us, we went to we drove through a Christmas in the Woods type display last night up in Louisville. It was really cool. They had the whole Iroquois Park area, lights all through the woods. So it was really cool to go to. Ken Gold said we got 2 feet of rain. We might have got 2 feet. We had a whole bunch of, a few power outages last night. We had some storms go through. For December, it's crazy to have thunderstorms, but it is what it is. Now we got a cold front, and it's going to be 20 degrees tonight. So, E-Rock just did house chores. My daughter said my weekend was great. Well, the lights last night were amazing. Yeah, they really were. That was a bunch of lights. What's up, Johnny Grooms? Yeah, Brian, I missed this, man. I'm so sorry I missed it. He had so Beards and Banjos, you guys, if you like music, he does, every so often he does a karaoke stream. And so he uses the same setup that I use as far as Ecamm and everything. And he puts on a great show. And he can sing too. So go check him out whenever he has those. He doesn't always get to do them like he used to with school being back, but they're great. I'm sorry I missed it last night, man. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we did do an IG live. I didn't keep it, but some of y'all got to see it. So yeah, it was really, really nice. Christmas parade weekend. All right, cool. Christmas parade. It's that time of year. Like I said, Mel's upstairs doing gifts and all kinds of stuff. So we got Bougie Prepper. First of all, welcome in. This is your first time here, I believe. I know you just recently subscribed, so thank you so much for checking out the channel and for being here and hanging out. I did watch one of your videos where you were showing how you stack food in a pantry that you had, and I thought that was cool because I'm very unorganized. So I was like, oh, wow, that's really neat. So great job, great video. And you started your first fire with fire rod. I'm not sure what that is. You may have to explain that to me. First fire with a fire rod. You may have to explain that. I'm not sure. Spend a lot of quality time with your 4-year-old. Nice. Minecraft online with your two oldest kids, 200 miles away. Very cool. Yeah, we went to the Corvette Museum on Friday. We got tickets through the Wounded Warrior Project, so we got to go up there and see the Corvette Museum. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Corvette Museum. It was my first time. I've lived in Kentucky my whole life except for the time that I was in the Army, and I've never been actually in the Corvette Museum. That place is awesome. A lot of old cars, a lot of stories behind the cars they have there. People have loaned them. You know, private owners have loaned them to the museum. They have some that they own. GM has loaned some. We got to see the sinkhole and all the rebuilding from that, so that was really cool. The coolest thing about it, though, if you order a custom Corvette, you can actually have it delivered to the museum instead of picking it up, you know, at a dealership or whatever. And I don't know if you guys know, but Kentucky, Bowling Green, Kentucky is the only place in the world that Corvettes are made. So every Corvette on the road, since I think the early 90s, has come from Kentucky. They used to make them in St. Louis also. And so anyway, you can have one made, you can pick it up there, and then they come out. Now, it's $1,000 to have it picked up there, but they come out, they walk you through the car, and then you drive it out through the museum, and as you're walking out, they clap. It's this whole show. I've already decided that I'm going to buy a Corvette, and that's how I'm going to pick it up. It's probably going to be a couple of years, but that is going to happen. Jason Klein was home alone. Yeah, your wife was up in Louisville, yeah. 15-year-old had her boyfriend over, so got to meet him. Do you need reinforcements, sir? You need reinforcements. I got you, man. What's up, Ray? Good to see you. Weatherbeard attended a 3-day craft show called Christmas in the Village. Did great on sales. That's great to hear. What's up, Benjamin? Beards and Banjos. Thinks I'll probably do another Christmas karaoke stream this Sunday. All right, cool. This Sunday at 7. I will be probably feeling better by then. I have surgery on Wednesday, so I'll be laid up for a couple of days. Nothing major, no worries. But I'll definitely set a reminder and make sure I'm there for that one. Ellie, we got Christmas presents for everyone from our new adopted grandma. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Everybody's saying hello. What's up, Disney Beardsman? Did I bring your Corvette home? No, man. No, I'm going to bring mine home at some point, though. There we go. There is Cart63. This is also Benjamin. Killing it with this channel. It's about racing carts. Killing it with this channel. He was doing beard reviews like I was before, and now he's doing this, doing a great job with that channel. Yeah, so so to have your Corvette delivered so that you can pick it up at the Corvette Museum, it's basically $1,000 delivery fee, but it's a whole spectacle. You have people so when you first walk in, the cars are lined up. If you haven't seen, I did share a story, and it's actually on my TikTok right now. You can check it out. But they have the Corvettes lined up through the center of the walkway in the museum. And so, and next to each one, there's a sign. It's got your name. This belongs to this person. The people come there, they pick it up. We saw a few people. One guy, I don't know what he was, but they were from Nashville. We talked to him for a few minutes. He had to be either a musician or a athlete, something. He had a lot of money, I'll tell you that. But a really cool dude. And he was kind of, I was talking to one of the guys that was with him for a minute. But yeah, $1,000 to pick it up there, but it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's going to be really cool. My daughter said she's going to get a Corvette. That's going to be when you grow up and get your own job. Your first car is going to be probably, I don't know, whatever we can afford. So, hey, what's up, Ash? Good to see you. Ash has been live streaming, I think, every day, pretty much every day for December, so good to see you. Who else? What model am I going to get? I'm really not sure. I mean, it's going to be a couple of years before I can do it anyway. And when I say a couple, I really mean like 10 or more. I'm in nowhere. where I can buy a Corvette right now, you know, kids and all that. But one day when I have some extra money, and yeah, it's going to happen. I don't know what model. I know that I want like a graphite, dark gray with like red stripes, something like that. So that's about all I know right now. Nothing major. Yeah, it's just it's routine. It should be fine, except it's at the VA. So as long as I take the right organ out, we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be fine. What else we got? Yeah, that's what I said, Johnny. You're already dropping that much on a car. What's another 1,000? Might as well go through and have the whole thing. Yeah. Maybe you guys can work out a deal with Chico to get a Honda Civic for LJ. Maybe so. J. Cruz, we'll have to work on that, man. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Russ? Good to see you, man. All right, so let's jump into the topic for tonight. Thank you guys all for being here. I think this is going to be a great topic. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about this, and that's whether you're a creator, a YouTube viewer, whatever you may be, whatever your place is in your role, whatever you do on YouTube. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on this topic. So first, let's start with what the updates were. So let me take that off. All right, let's start with what the updates were. So YouTube has recently changed the way that dislikes work on YouTube. Now, they did not take the dislikes away. As you're looking at YouTube videos, you can still see the dislikes. When you see a video now, you pretty much see a thumbs up, and you can still see the number of thumbs up, and then you still see the thumbs down, but it just says dislike. So you can still hit dislike on a video. It just does not show you the number of public dislikes. There's many reasons why they did this. There's reasons that I may not know, obviously internal conversations and all that. There's probably a lot of reasons we don't know, but I know publicly what has been said. They've been talking about this for a number of years. I've got an article up here. This is from February 2019. Make sure I hit the right button. So this is from February 2019. So this was somewhere back around this time, is the earliest that I could find really any real conversation about it. And this is The Verge. This is not YouTube. But the title, the YouTube wants dislike mobs to stop weaponizing the dislike button. And so basically when you say weaponizing the dislike button, what you're talking about is where people will go out with multiple accounts, or people will all go to a video and just hit the thumbs down, regardless of what the video's about. It has nothing to do with necessarily the content of the video. A lot of times it's just because of the creator. There's people that don't like that creator, whatever the case may be. So these dislike mobs that they're talking about, that's what, when they say weaponizing the dislike button, you know, it's really made to, you know, they do it to try to get under the skin of the creator, or just, you know, cause issues. We're going to talk about what the dislike button does anyway. Does it really matter? How much does it matter? All that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, they're just trying to annoy people, right? And so I know there's a lot of people that this has happened to. So the first question that I have while we're on this topic, and I didn't set this up right, unfortunately, I did not put this question here. So let's go back here. We'll come back to the articles. But the first question that I have for creators, have you ever had an issue with people leaving you dislikes on YouTube? Now, when I say an issue, I'm talking like, you know, egregious, huge number of dislikes just for no reason. You know, it's obvious that they weren't doing it because they didn't really like the content, you know. So has anybody had an issue with people leaving dislikes on YouTube? I have. I've got a story about it, and I'll go ahead and tell you my opinion up front. I love the change. I think it's a great change. Again, they've been looking at this for a couple of years of how how they're going to handle the whole dislike thing. You know, the reason for dislikes is so that when you're watching a channel, if you don't like that content, then YouTube will not recommend it to you as much. And so really the idea behind the thumbs down is that it should basically create your vision, your version of YouTube that you want to see, so that you see videos like what you like, and you don't see videos like what you don't like. So that's what the thumbs down video is really for. Now, we do get behind the scenes in our YouTube studio. We do get to see the number of dislikes, and there's so many other analytics that you can pick out of there, and you can put things together and figure out what came from where and how it happened. But, you know, that's what dislikes are for, right? So we talked about the weaponization, which is why YouTube is changing this. So again, the question, have you ever had an issue with people leaving you dislikes on YouTube? And I'm actually going to show you from my other YouTube channel. I'm going to show you one example video and kind of walk you through some analytics and show you how I figured out where they were coming from and stuff like that. So let's see what people have said. Ryan, because they have no life. I mean, yeah, for sure. Ash says, nope. I've been trolled once in a stream, but beyond that, no. Oh yeah, the trolls are, and those can be fake bot accounts or whatever. They're just trying to advertise links or whatever, or it can be people trying to cause issues with you. Rob says, no real issue here. Honestly, never paid it much attention. I've never used the dislike button. I just leave. You know what, Ray? That is pretty much my stance on the dislike button. I never really see a need to leave a dislike. If there's a video that I'm watching, I think the only time that I would ever really use a dislike is if I'm watching a video and the information in the video is just so outrageous or egregiously wrong, I don't know, something like that. I don't know if I could think of an example right off, but I really never see a need to use a dislike button. I'm like you. I just leave the video, don't watch that channel. If I don't support somebody for whatever reason, I just don't subscribe to them. I don't follow them, all of that. I leave them and let them do their thing. So that's pretty much my stance on it also. I don't use the dislike button. Not yet. I'm sure it's coming the longer I continue with my channel. Yeah, and especially if you get successful. Although, we're going to talk about the reason YouTube made the change, so, it could keep that from happening. Never had a dislike, yeah. So she's been posting like video game clips so far. That's good that you've never had a dislike. If you ever do, though, just know that it doesn't matter. It's okay. I only get one dislike per video because it's one person who just doesn't like me, I think. Yeah, that's typically why they happen. As someone giving a review, I wouldn't give a thumbs down, but it's something that I know that they are lying about, then yes, I would give a thumbs down. Yeah, I think that's pretty much, I think you're saying what I was saying. It'll definitely happen as you gain success for sure. And I think you know who it is now, Johnny. It is Corey. He said sorry. Hey, what's up, Ron? What's going on, man? Bougie Prepper says, no, I never allowed to see the like or dislike numbers. So yeah, so that is an option that you have on your channel. Also, you can actually on the video, you can uncheck the box that basically says to display the likes and dislikes. You can actually take that off your video anyway if you'd like to. I've never done it, and there's reasons why I've never done it, and I'll talk about it, but I just want you to know I'm not judging you for that. I think it's anybody who wants to do that the way they want to do it. I've never done it just because I want people to see that interaction, but for anybody that does hide those, I have no issue with that either. And yeah, same here. Don't dislike either. Just leave. Rarely use it, but if something is really against what I stand for, yep. Yeah, for sure. So if dislikes were intended to help recommend other videos, how does the like button help a video and creator? So the dislike button, from my understanding of the dislike button, is that the dislike button is intended to basically tailor your own personal YouTube experience. So if I hit dislikes on a bunch of videos, then YouTube would basically take those videos, the analytics, where those videos fall in their whole algorithm, and they would not recommend those types of videos or those videos from that creator to me directly. I have read articles where they talk about that, if you get a bunch of dislikes, it can indirectly hurt your reach, so maybe YouTube might stop pushing that video out as far. But I haven't read anything that specifically says, especially from YouTube, that that's how it works. Unfortunately, there's not much from YouTube that I can find that says exactly how the dislike button works. You're kind of left to read from, other creators or writers that you kind of trust. So it's, that's pretty much what I've found on that. We have a generation of Karens and bearded Karens. Yeah, and I think it's always been that way. We're just, social media and the internet has everybody connected in every possible way, so we just see it more now. Used to be, it was probably more of you're down at the old watering hole and people are talking about you, but and everything's connected now. So, hey, what's up, Noah? Good to see you, man. Disney Beardsman, sometimes if I'm searching for a topic and I see several videos that are similar and I don't want to watch all the videos, I would choose the one with the least dislikes. Yeah, so that's actually right in there with part of the reason why YouTube has made the change. So, and that's kind of the idea, I think, of people that would weaponize the dislike button. I think that's the goal, is to get people to not watch the video. Me personally, I've never chosen to watch or not watch a video based on thumbs up or thumbs down. That's just me. Again, I don't judge anybody in here for the way that you view anything. I just want to make sure I say that because I don't. But me personally, I've never viewed it that way. I've never looked at a dislike or a thumbs up count before I watch a video. And yeah, you know what? Let's go. That's it right there. If somebody does not dislike you, you're not trying hard enough. The truth is, the more successful you get, the more that you're doing on YouTube, the more that you're out there, the more live streams you're doing, the more videos you're putting out. And ultimately, the more successful that you get, you're going to catch hate in one way or another, whether it's through dislikes or another way. And so John nailed it right there for sure. Kyle and Joe say dislikes don't bother us at all. Obviously, we would love an explanation as to why, which hardly ever comes. For the viewers, I think being able to see likes and dislikes presents the video from coming. Yeah, and I'm the same way. Now, dislikes don't bother me whatsoever. At the end of the day, it's still engagement. And you can read, like I said, there's different articles and people that have different ways of, or different beliefs as far as, how that engagement affects your channel or that video. I know that I've read from YouTube, it's all considered engagement, so it falls under the same umbrella. At the end of the day, if people are watching your video, if they hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, it's really the watch time that matters. So if they're still watching, what a lot of people do, though, will just go into a video quickly, hit a thumbs down, and leave. Or like a stream, before the stream even starts, they'll hit a thumbs down and not ever even watch. So that's pretty much the type of stuff YouTube is trying to get rid of. Aaron Rodgers, can't wait till I get all these sports fans butthurt and comment on my channel. Hey, sports, when you're talking sports, that is something that's definitely polarizing. You already know what's coming for you, man. That's just the way sports is. Hey, what's up, Dagan? Good to see you, man. Hey, Samantha, how are you? Corey says, just like on Facebook, if you see an advertisement over and over and you don't want to buy the product, then you can just choose to say that you do not want to see ads from this creator anymore. Yeah. What else we got? I would think ones with the most dislikes would mean it's a lesser quality video, and I would want to skip that video or choose one with less dislikes and more likes because people see that as a bad video. Yeah, and I think in the beginning, I think that was YouTube's intention, is to basically have the likes and dislikes not only to, they do serve a valuable purpose also. Likes and dislikes, if they're used the way that they're supposed to be used, they do serve a purpose of letting the creator know that, hey, this content maybe not is what people are looking for. This is not working. Maybe the way you're delivering the content, so it gives us as creators sort of something to look at and say, okay, maybe I need to make some changes. That's definitely the intention with it, but unfortunately over the years, that's just not how the button became used. So it's really hard to look at a thumbs down count. And I'm going to show you a great example in a minute. It's really hard to look at a thumbs down count that is more trolling and not necessarily based on the content. It's hard to look at that and say, okay, what do I need to fix? Because really, it's not because you need to fix something. It's because somebody didn't like you. And so that's what YouTube was, that was their intent there. Hey, Magic the Mouse Radio, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see. Just tested it. Sorry for the 4 dislikes. I corrected a like. So if you were able to leave 4, then I don't know, YouTube hasn't fixed your account yet. I don't know. But no, hey, Nate, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here. YouTube was generally a music, visual, audio. Let me start over. YouTube was generally a music, visual, audio, like or dislike playlist. Then reviewers came into the game. Yeah. So when you say reviewers, I don't know, are you talking product reviewers or whatever? For sure. Oddly enough, I've got an article that I'm going to show. It's the 20 most dislikes video on YouTube. I can't talk. The 20 most disliked videos on YouTube. And I could be wrong, but I don't remember any of those being product reviewers. I was kind of surprised by some of these that were the most disliked videos. So we're going to go through those here in a minute. I know a creator who was talking about the dislikes button in her video. She got hit with over 175 dislikes for 1,000 views. I didn't understand why. Yeah, who knows? Maybe that'll happen here. I hope not, but if it happens, it happens. It's a polarizing subject. There's people that hate it. There's people that love it. And then I don't think I've talked to anybody so far that's like, either way's fine with me. It's kind of like one way or the other. There we go. I'd watch this live stream just to see the Packers mini helmet on the shelf in the background. Go, Pack, go! Yes, sir. Go, Pack, go. bye week this week, so I didn't get to see any games. But let's see. People are going around it by commenting dislike and liking that. I don't know. I'd be interested in what maybe you read. I don't know if that would really have the same effect, though. Because if they're liking their comment, I don't think YouTube is necessarily looking at the contents of the comment. There's a comment, somebody likes that comment, so it kind of moves it up in the video. But I'd be curious to hear more about that. Let's see. Because it has dislikes does not mean it's not good content. Viewers should decide. Absolutely, and that's the way that I view it also. Hey, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, Dan. Welcome in. Looking forward to your show at 9. So what's up? I know Dan's got some thoughts on the dislike. I'll probably get down to it. So Corey says, not trying to make this political. And yeah, absolutely I ask that we don't make the chat political because I don't do politics on the channel. Politics are too polarizing. Too many people can't have political I was talking to somebody about this today. There's too many people that can't have political conversations without arguing. So I just stay away from the politics side of things. But and I know that's not what Corey's doing. I know me and him are kind of the same on that. But he says many videos put out by news sources have 3 to 4 more times more thumbs down than thumbs up. Yeah, I think that's probably more about the specific platform than necessarily what that video was about. Sort of the same thing though, right? Like if you like one news source, then you may thumbs down the other one, you know, that kind of thing. So what's up, Nick H? All this talk about thumbs up, thumbs down, I just remembered to hit Ken's. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Imagine if you leave a thumbs down, it forces you to leave a reason why. And if it's hateful, then YouTube takes the thumbs down away. So one of my ideas, I actually wrote YouTube about this, I don't know how many months ago, a long time ago. My idea for fixing the thumbs down was to leave the thumbs down the way it is, but leave it grayed out until at least 50% of the video was watched. You know what I mean? Make it so that somebody has to watch 50% of the video before they can hit a thumbs down. Now, we can do the same thing with the thumbs up, no big deal. There's some people that, fair, let's do both the same way. I'd be fine with that too. But I think if somebody was forced to watch 50% of a video before leaving that thumbs down, the thumbs downs would disappear. They just wouldn't watch. No dislike is going to open up to clickbait and return to the Rickroll. Yeah, the Rickroll. Either way is fine with me. I don't really mind. Let's see what else we got here. If anyone tried that foolishness, they get blocked from the channel. Hey, John, how are you? He says, hello, Ken. It seems like commenting in the comment section is a better way to offer constructive input than pressing the dislike. Absolutely. If I ever put a video out and there's something about the video that you don't like and, it's a constructive kind of way, I would love to hear it because one thing is creators are always trying to get better. I'm completely welcome to constructive criticism in that form, yeah. Hey, what's up, Gary? What's going on, man? Let's see, Corey says, is there a difference in hitting the thumbs up and smashing the thumbs up? I've always wanted to know how much force I should use. All the force, man. Use all of it. Actually, Gary said the same thing. Yeah, I thought so. A couple of you said that that's a good idea. 50% is a great idea for a fix. Yeah, I never, even on my other channel, I'm not a big enough number for YouTube to really pay attention to me, but yeah. So back to the question, have you ever had an issue with people leaving you dislikes on YouTube? So I'm going to share, let me get rid of this real quick. I'm going to share one example. And I'll kind of lay the story out respectfully. I'm not going to talk details and who I think it is and blah, 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 just out of respect, because I'm not trying to cause any controversy with anybody for any reason. But I am going to share. Let me get this up here. All right. So this is my first, my other YouTube channel, which I'm still doing videos on. I went through some of my videos. There was a streak there where I was getting a bunch of thumbs downs on videos, and I know why, and I figured out where they were coming from, and I won't go into why or anything like that or who I think it was. But there was a stretch for a good couple of months where I was getting thumbs downs like crazy. This is the worst example that I have here. So I don't know if you can see that, but when I hover over the percentage, this is the Creator Studio, the back end of YouTube. So you see 69 thumbs ups and 95 thumbs downs on this one live stream, right? So, you know, think what you want with those numbers. I seriously doubt that 95 people didn't like this live stream, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. But we have analytics, right? So I know I'm not wrong. Damn. Yes, sir. Yeah, we've talked. Yeah. So that was that. So this video here, this had 69 thumbs up, 95 thumbs downs, right? Now you can look in your analytics, and a lot of you creators in here know this, but you can look in your analytics on the back end and you can tell how things happen. So I'm going to do that for this video. I'm going to go to the analytics, and I'm just going to try to paint a picture for you here. So, and this is the kind of stuff when I say weaponized that YouTube is trying to stop and prevent, this is what I'm talking about. So if you scroll, let's see, we'll go to the reach tab. And for this specific video, and for all the videos that this was happening to, there was a good number of, and it was only my live streams, there was a good number of live streams where I was getting a bunch of thumbs downs like that. Now, if you go down, you can actually look at your traffic source, basically where are people coming to your video from, right? So this one kept popping up, this RU. I'm not going to read the whole thing just so it's not there, but I think you can see that on the screen. So this specific source is where all of that traffic was coming from, right? Do some digging, look up and see what that is. It's actually a service that you can use to purchase dislikes. And I went to it, and it's a Russian site. It's like, I don't know, a penny per dislike. It was something really crazy like that. And so this was a case, and on several videos where people were purchasing dislikes, right? So right away, you already know, number one, it has nothing to do with whether they like the content or not. And this specific live stream was with a really good person. The live stream itself, you know, my channels are G-rated, family friendly. We don't talk controversy or nothing like that. There was nothing in any of my videos that would create something like this. So anyway, that was the source, that one that you're looking at right there, right here. And so then when you research that, you can kind of put together, you paint a picture of where they come from. So this has nothing to do with you know, person A not liking the content. This had something to do with person A not liking me because of a specific situation. And so dislikes were purchased, right? In an attempt, in an effort to try to discourage me, or what his goal was, I have no idea. But that's what that was, right? So when I say dislikes being an issue, that's sort of what I'm referring to, right? So hopefully that will kind of, you know, and a lot of you guys in here knew about that. A lot of y'all in here knew that was going on. So let me get back to the comments and see. It should be done either thumbs up or thumbs down. Can't agree or disagree on something without the watching what it's about. Yeah. I mean, if you're getting, you know, thumbs up or thumbs downs, right? Let's be fair. A thumbs up or a thumbs down, and you haven't watched the content, then are you really, you know, critiquing the content, or do you just like or dislike that creator? It's either hater or taters, and I'm not hungry, so we know. I'm sure you've already had taters on the Blackstone there. So let's see. Hey, what's up, Dole Whip Dad? Good to see you. Oh yeah, hey Justin, that's always been a thing, man. Just like you can purchase likes, dislikes, you can purchase comments, you can purchase subscribers, you can purchase all forms of engagement. Now, it is 100% against YouTube terms of service. So if it's caught and found out, then you risk your channel. It's 100% not allowed, but it's possible. Basically, there's people that will create companies and create, you know, a bunch of different fake YouTube accounts, you know, bot accounts, whatever. And basically you purchase and they go out and they do what you've asked them to do. So at the end of the day, it hurts your channel. You don't want to do that. Let's talk about that just for a second. You never want to do that. Now, obviously, you probably would never purchase dislikes for yourself, but you never want to actually purchase subscribers at all, because, you know, you got a bunch of subscribers, but if they're not watching your content, if they're not watching your videos, the watch is what really matters. The views are what really matters. So the subscribers don't. So it's just going to hurt you in the end, but you can purchase every type of engagement. Do you know who does the thumbs up or thumbs down? Just block. No, I mean, you can't block people on YouTube from that though. So, you know, You can always tell when someone purchases anything for YouTube. There's no way to make it all make sense. The comments are a joke when purchased. Great content on your channel. Yeah, I've seen some crazy comments that are just, it's obvious what they are. So, yeah, you can always tell. You can always tell. I'll just leave it at that. But don't ever do it. If you're a creator, don't ever buy engagement, because it's just going to hurt your channel in the end. And worst case scenario, if YouTube puts it together that that's what you've done, you risk losing your channel. So never do it. All right, so those are issues. Now, let's go back and look at some of the articles. Let's talk about what the actual changes were. All right, so this is YouTube's blog. They have two articles. So they have their blog, and then they also have their community info. Both of these basically say the same thing. But an update to YouTube, an update to dislikes on YouTube. So basically, they're going to talk about, their kind of their values and what they believe and things like that. Opening up the article, and they did this kind of an experiment for a long time. So as part of this experiment, which as far as I know started back around 2019, maybe a little before that, as part of this experiment, viewers could still see and use the dislike button. Now, they had a sample set of creators that they were experimenting this with. I don't know who. Mine was not part of that, because you could always still see mine, but they've been experimenting with it for a couple of years. Could still see and use the dislike button, but because the count was not visible, we found, so this is YouTube saying what they found, we found that they were less likely to target a video's dislike button to drive up the count. In short, our experiment data showed a reduction in dislike attacking behavior. So basically, because if you have a dislike attack on your channel, the way it used to be, you could see that total number. So like on that live stream I showed you, you could actually see there were 95 thumbs down, right? And that was the goal of the people doing it, is to see that big number there, because, I don't know, it makes them feel good. They think it bugged me. I'm not sure. But they like seeing that number there, right? So that was the thing. So what YouTube found was that if they can't see that number, they're less likely to do that. So that was the results of their experiment. And so based on what we learned, we're making the dislike counts private across YouTube, but the dislike button is not going away. So those of you that are watching videos, you can still see, when you go to look at it, you can still see a dislike, a thumbs up and a thumbs down. You can still see the count of thumbs up, but what you see on YouTube, you just see dislike. You can hit the thumbs down. You see there's a dislike, but you don't see a number, so you don't see the total number. Now, on the back end in Creator Studio, we still see it as creators. We can still see the count, but it's not there publicly viewable. So that's the change that YouTube made. And I think that was it for this article. Yeah, it talks about creators will still be able to find their exact dislike counts in YouTube Studio. And viewers can still dislike videos to tune their recommendations and privately share feedback with creators, which is what the dislike was meant for in the first place, was for viewers to be able to kind of tune what YouTube looks like to them, right? We all kind of have our YouTube and what it looks like. All of our YouTube looks different because there's different videos that we watch. And so that was the point of the dislike. So let's see. We heard during the experiment that some of you have used the public dislike count to help decide whether or not to watch a video. We know that you might not agree with this decision, but we believe it's the right thing to do. Ultimately, they decided that the benefits outweighed the negatives, and so that's the change they made. So let's go. You see, all right, come on, Ecamm. Let's go back here. I'm trying to click a comment. There we go. All right, so you see what had happened was, yeah, if you're talking about my story, yeah. Justin Bell learned something new. I knew about the subscribers thing, but it makes me think, what a waste of good money that could have been blown on beard oil. Yeah, for sure. Some people have too much money that they don't know what to do with it, I guess. I'm saving my money for a Corvette. I'm definitely not buying dislikes for anybody, I'll tell you that. All right, so that leads me to the next question. What do you think about YouTube's dislike changes? So I know there's a lot of opinions, and again, I want to make sure this stays respectful, but I do want to hear everybody's opinion if you want to share it. What do you think about the changes? So knowing that the dislike button is still there, you just can't see the number. Knowing why YouTube made the change. One thing we didn't talk about was, what does a dislike button do anyway? We sort of talked about it as far as tuning the what you're able to see. But for the creator, does it actually hurt your channel? Do dislikes hurt your channel? Again, there's a lot of articles you can read where people will give you kind of their thoughts. My personal thoughts are no, I don't think it hurts your channel. It never hurt my channel. My channel kept growing. It's still growing, almost to 2,000. So happy about that, first of all. And for anybody that's subscribed to that channel, watches, thank you guys very much. But it never hurt my channel. Never came close to even making it seem like it hurt my channel. So never bothered me. I mean, there were some times where I was annoyed by it, but as far as like, hurting my feelings or, putting me in a mental breakdown, nothing like that, it definitely didn't make me stop. Because I've always said, and if you're a creator, I hope you have the same attitude. The only person that's going to make you fail is you. The only person that's going to make me fail at my channel is me. Nobody else is going to make me fail. If I fail, it's going to be because I failed, not because somebody got to me or under my skin. So, hey, John, I appreciate it. I can teach in class now, learning a ton. I appreciate that. And that's my goal here. I want to teach. I want to help people understand how things work, and especially creators, help people to, tune their channels and find success. So yeah, appreciate that. Nate says, doesn't care, so he's good either way. Rob says, the dislike button has always helped me on instructional or educational videos that normally pointed out a flawed process. Having a hard time doing without its direction these days. So are you talking about on your channel, Rob? Because you can still see yours through YouTube Studio, and if you need help, I can show you how to find that. But you can still see that. Bougie Prepper makes no difference. Yep. It's good. There's no reason for people to put a thumbs down even before the live started. Yeah, that happens. That happens. YouTube should have left alone instead of trying to control people's opinions. Yeah, I mean, I guess my thought on it, Aldemir, is that they're not trying to control people's opinions because they did leave it there. So you specifically, you can still have an opinion to put a thumbs down, still fully able to do that. They just changed the way it looks so that you can't see the total number that's out there. And it's because of, like I've showed you, the weaponization of it. They should do away with it, in my opinion. You can leave comments, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Yeah, I mean, I prefer comments, but again, thumbs up, thumbs down. Obviously, I love thumbs up. Thumbs downs don't, they don't bother me. I'm not asking anybody to put a thumbs down to test that, but no, I mean, they don't bother me, but yeah, fair enough. Bring it back, especially on videos that remove comments. Yeah, so I've only ever removed two comments from videos total. Across all the videos I've ever done, I've only ever removed 2 comments. And it's because one of them was a racist comment that I will not stand for. And the other was somebody just causing trouble and, bullying somebody in the chat. So I got rid of that one. But those are the only 2 times I've ever removed a comment. Otherwise, I let people talk. At the end of the day, I don't want to remove comments because it's engagement. It's good for the channel. So Nick says, in your opinion, why do you think they did this and why? So it's because of the weaponization. It has something more to do, I think, with creators' mental health, because I know a lot of you guys in here, and I've said the same thing, that the thumbs down don't bother me. It's not going to slow me down or stop me, at all. Even, and I'm talking the egregious numbers that were happening back then. It's never going to bother me, right? But there are, I don't know how many creators on YouTube. You know what? Let's figure that out real quick. If you know in the chat, let me know. I don't know how many creators are on YouTube. Let's see. How many creators are on YouTube? So by the numbers 2021, there are, let's see if I can find it here quickly. Total number of users is 2 billion, but that's just users. That doesn't necessarily mean creators. Videos watched. So I don't see, so this just talks about number of YouTube users. So that's creators, viewers, all the above. So I don't know how many, but there are a lot of creators. I mean, there's millions and millions of channels out there, right? So, but I'd be willing to bet that YouTube probably saw a need to try to take care of their creators' mental health. Even though we in the chat and me, the thumbs down don't bother us. There's a lot of people that thumbs downs do bother. And so I think it's YouTube's way of trying to balance taking care of the mental health of their creators and still giving viewers tools to be able to leave feedback on a video. So like I said, you can still leave a thumbs down, but they're not public, right? And I think when it comes to creators' mental health, I think a lot of creators, just that number being visible, like that number that was on that video, I think a lot of creators would have that, 95 thumbs down, and they would quit, or they would, whatever. And you have some bigger channels that have, that video, I think that live stream had 500 something views. You have some of these creators that have, 100,000 views, 200,000 views, 1 million views. They may have several thousand thumbs down. Now, if there's a creator that's gotten that far, they're getting that many views, they probably don't care about the thumbs down either. But basically all I'm trying to say is I think it was just kind of YouTube's way of trying to cover mental health for their creators. Hey, what's up, Dave? Good to see you, man. Ken's been in the IT field for over 20 years now. Knowledgeable and passionate, for sure. I love helping people. I love helping people understand different things. So hopefully I'm doing that. Hopefully. A lot of this is, we all kind of have our opinions, but there's some of it that's fact too. What's up, Dave? Good to see you, man. Use that negativity towards a positive reaction. You know what, man? That's my view anyway. I've had a few comments that, nothing that's like, oh my gosh, can't believe they said that. I had one lady one time tell me in a comment that because I'm over 20, I should turn my hat around and not wear my hat backwards. I just look ridiculous. And I said, well, thank you, ma'am. I hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate the feedback. I'll just leave it positive. I don't know if Dan's still listening, but Dan is the master of leaving comments on a negative comment. Some of his comments are hilarious. He's definitely good at that. Nicholas Z says, I think for viewers, it is good to see the like or dislike total because they are views of the customers. Yeah, you're right. It can, if the dislike button is used correctly, for sure. But I think YouTube just saw a bigger problem with the weaponization and not only, true actual feedback on the content. So that's why I think that YouTube, that was kind of their stance on it. Why does the fact that you dislike a video need to be visible to everyone else who hasn't had an opportunity to form their own opinion? And yeah, Corey, that's where I'm at. If you want to leave a thumbs down, you still can. You just won't see the number. Me personally, I don't see a need to see a number of thumbs downs. Even really thumbs ups, right? Is there any value in seeing the number of thumbs up either? Except for that's a more positive thing. But I'm with you. I don't necessarily need to see the number of thumbs down on one of your videos or Johnny's videos or, anybody else's videos. Yeah, appreciate you, Dave. I was talking to Jay Cruz today. He's gonna be rocking and rolling, man. Same thing with products. People trying to trash a company's reputation before someone can try for themselves. Yeah. It's a good way to filter which ones are worth your time to watch when you're using YouTube to fix something. Nate, I do agree fundamentally with this statement, but again, when you have the issue, and this is what YouTube saw also, when people are not using the dislike for that purpose, then it's kind of hard to know if that's why. So, if you come up on a video, like if you come up on my live stream that I showed you and it has 95 thumbs down, without watching that, do you really know if it's because the content was just bad, or was it because, especially 95 thumbs down on a video? Let's be honest, 500 views is still not a ton of views in the YouTube world. Was there really a fifth of the people that didn't like the video, or was it weaponized? So it's kind of hard to know if the content is actually not helpful or not based on the weaponization of it. So again, that was YouTube's view, and I think that's where they leaned more towards making the count itself private. I'm kind of like Aldemir. I don't use the dislike to say, well, I'm not going to watch a video, but sometimes I may be like, what's wrong with this video? I'm going to go check it out. And I'd go watch and see what it was. Men of yesteryear fought wars to the death and won. Today's men are rendered catatonic by a dislike. Yeah. Again, there's a lot of people that can't handle that dislike. it bothers them, it bugs them, their mental health. So that's again why YouTube made it. But yeah, I agree with you, man. If I read, where did I read? It was an article, or it's been a while. I don't remember what it was, but basically the premise it was an article or a quote or something. Basically what it came down to was like, if we had to fight World War II today, we would be done. We would have no chance, because the men, back then were tougher. And the women serve too. Have to let stuff roll off your back. Yeah. Hey, if you plan to make this YouTube thing a long-term thing or a career or anything, you have to let stuff roll off your back. If you can't handle the stuff, then it's going to be really hard to make it. So definitely have to let it roll off. Yep. Dan, as a history teacher, straight bearded is correct. Yeah, for sure. Dan knows, he teaches all about that stuff. Russ says, when I see 49 views, 10 comments, and 7 likes, it upsets me. Hey, Russ is the thumbs up hype man. He will be in every stream saying, there's 31 of you watching and only, in this case, I got 38 thumbs up, so thank y'all very much. But he'll be the one, if there's like 31 viewers and 20 thumbs up, he'll be like, hey, we still have 11 more to go. Let's go. I appreciate that, Russ. I think everybody else does too. There are a billion different things that cause a divide between people or groups. Anything that can be done to not aid in division is a positive. Yeah, for sure. How does the thumbs down help if you don't know what it means? Yeah, I agree with that. That's why, the thumbs up or the thumbs down has always been kind of a, does it really mean anything because of the way it's used? So I agree with that. If there was a way they could make it used correctly, I definitely think you should be able to see the dislike. I look at like YouTube rating systems in a way. Yeah, that's why I say if they would have done something like, some of the ideas that I had again was have to watch 50% of the video before the buttons are even visible. There's other things they could have done. They could have made it to where if you leave a thumbs down, you would have to leave like a comment, maybe even a private comment that only YouTube would see, right, at a minimum. That would be a possibility. Give some kind of a feedback to where you can't just go in and click a thumbs down just because you're not doing it for the right reason. I definitely think there's probably other ways they could have gone. At the end of the day, why they decided ultimately on this specific fix, I'm not sure. But that's what, I'm assuming they looked at several different avenues like that of ways to try to fix it, so. If they came up with a new way to rate videos, I'm all for it. Yeah. All right, Nate, I appreciate you, man. Have a good one. Enjoy dinner and have a great week, man. I agree, Dan. Russ Young is awesome. Really kind person. Yeah, and yeah, you did meet him down in Florida, yeah. And he's going to be back there, so March 30th, 2022. Almost in the same ballpark as the Rotten Tomatoes percentage. A lot of people probably use that percentage when they might be choosing a movie to watch online. Now, I will say, when I'm going to watch a movie, sometimes I'll kind of look at ratings and stuff and may decide not to watch a movie. I guess I view that differently than YouTube, because when it comes to YouTube, it doesn't cost me anything to click your video and watch it. I mean, I pay for YouTube Premium, but I don't have to watch the video. It doesn't cost me anything to watch a video. It's something I can choose to do with my time, with my phone, whatever. Whereas if I'm going to watch a movie, I'm going to go pay for that movie, or I'm going to pay for the service that provides that movie. So, yeah, I agree with that. I do look at some of those. Congrats on your newest collab, Dan. Pumped for your stream tonight. Yeah, congrats, man. Congrats. I can't wait to see what the send profile is. Bougie Prepper says, did they change? Come on, comment. All right, Ecamm does not want to show the comment. There we go. Did they change the thumbs down to mean not to recommend you those types of video? So that's ultimately what the thumbs down was always supposed to do anyway. The thumbs down was there for, you as a viewer, if you came across a video that you didn't like, or, that channel didn't interest you for whatever reason, supposedly, if you hit the thumbs down, then YouTube would no longer recommend, or at least not as frequently recommend, those videos from that creator, or videos that kind of match in the algorithm with those videos. So that's what the intent was. But again, historically it just hasn't been used in that way because, you know, the people that'll come leave a thumbs down on every video that you put out, they're actively having to come to your channel to do that at that point. So it's not being used that way. Let's see. Listen, Ken, Dave, J. Cruz, and countless others. I'm guessing you're including me in that list because I have said this many, many times. We have said that when it's not fun anymore, it's time to stop. Stop for your own reason, and don't let an armchair person run you off. Absolutely, man. Nobody will ever make me stop YouTube unless it's me. I mean, I guess my wife maybe, but I know she wouldn't do that. If I'm ever going to fail, it's going to be because I fail. It's not going to be because of somebody else. One thing I've never looked into but often wonder, I have YouTube Premium. Does that take ad revenue out of creators' pockets? No. So when you have YouTube Premium, the part of that YouTube, I don't know the exact math or how they do it, but part of that YouTube Premium revenue still goes to the creators. I don't know what the percentage is. So obviously on this channel I'm not monetized, but on my other channel I am. Dan, other guys in here that are monetized, if you're watching a video with YouTube Premium, there's still a cut of that revenue going to the creator if you're watching that video. So it still works out the same. They're still getting a cut of, based on the watch time and all the algorithm stuff that goes into it. So yeah, YouTube Premium, they still, your favorite creators that you're watching, they're still getting a cut of YouTube's revenue. So yeah, so those are the thumbs down changes. One thing that I found that was interesting, because I was curious, I saw somebody comment about what they thought the most disliked video on YouTube was. So I found an article that talked about the 20 most disliked videos on YouTube. So let's go through that. I wanted to share that with you guys because I was kind of curious when somebody said something today about what the most disliked videos were and why YouTube may have done this. I was curious on what they were. And then somebody else left a comment on IG about what they thought it was. So I was like, I'm going to go look it up and see. So these are the 20 most disliked videos on YouTube. And I think this article, this was about a month ago, October 25th, just over a month ago. So these are the 20 most disliked videos on YouTube. So number 20, I don't know what this video is. It is a Panamanian DJ and remixer, so it's a music channel. This specific video had 5 million dislikes. Don't know why. Don't know anything about the music, but 5 million dislikes, so that's number 20. And so you can check that out if you want to go see what that is. This article is from brandwatch.com. If anybody wants it, let me know. I'll send you the link. But number 20 was, I'm not going to try to say it, but 5 million dislikes on that one. 19, Baba Black Sheep by Coco Melon. Coco Melon, that's a kid's channel. 5 million dislikes on Baba Black Sheep. Interesting. It's a nursery rhyme, people. All right, next up, Despacito. So we've all heard that song. 5.17 million dislikes on that song, on that video. And I'm guessing that's the official video. Not really sure. I didn't click on these, and I'm not going to click them because of copyright, but Despacito, 5.17 million. Chow Chow Garam by Infobells. Don't know what that is either. 5.27 million dislikes. This is one of the most popular rhymes in Telugu. I'm probably saying that wrong. Telugu is the largest member of the Dravidian language family, Southeast Asia. So that's 5.27 million. Hey, what's up, Michael P? Good to see you, man. All right, number 16. It's Everyday Bro by Jake Paul. So Jake Paul's got a video with 5.43 million dislikes. This was, this was a music video starring Jake Paul and features Team 10, a social media incubator and management company co-founded by Jake. So that's a Jake Paul video. And then we got a song Flores by, I'm not going to try to say that either, Brazilian singers. That video has 5.53 million dislikes. We got, looks like a little girl here, Keisha play filling water in balloons. Nursery rhyme something, learn colors with balloons. 5.66 million dislikes. What did this little girl do to get 5.6 million dislikes? Yeah, hey Dan, absolutely. This is what I was thinking. Jake Paul is crying while he cuddles with his millions. He welcomes, yeah, for sure. He's not worried about dislikes. And let's see. So next up we have number 13. Can this video get 1 million dislikes by PewDiePie? Well, you knew that was going to happen. So that's 5.66 million dislikes. In this case, he pretty much asked for it. Experiment he was doing or whatever. So that worked. Next up, Humpty the Train on a Fruits Ride. I don't know what that is. It's a children's video. Another head scratcher here. This children's video features Humpty, a friendly talking train. 6.04 million dislikes. I don't know. And there it is. I mean, how do you dislike this? I don't know. I'm not sure. Looks like a fun little kids video. Old MacDonald Had a Farm by Bounce Patrol. 6.08 million dislikes. Another nursery. Apparently people don't like nursery rhymes, I guess. Maybe that's what it is. Wheels on the Bus. You guys know the song. Cocomelon. Wheels on the bus go round, and I'm not singing. But Wheels on the Bus got 6.61 million dislikes with Wheels on the Bus. Number 9, another thing I can't say. It's a Hindi song by Jingle Tunes. 6.99 million dislikes. It's another kids video. Apparently kids are mean. Bath Song by Cocomelon. 8.39 million dislikes. Number 8. Another kid's song. Leaping Colors, Colorful Eggs on a Farm. Another children's video, 8.47 million dislikes. Okay, so YouTube Rewind 2019, I believe I think these are done by Mr. Beast if I'm not mistaken. But 9.55 million dislikes. Hey, Shaky, hold on, we're almost there, brother. We're almost there. Next up is Johnny Johnny Yes Papa. So my kids used to listen to this song 50 million times a day. Now, one of those 11.44 million dislikes are not mine, but I know that that song used to drive me crazy. Drove me absolutely nuts. But I didn't dislike it. But it's another kid's song, Johnny Johnny Yes Papa. Most of you people in here with kids have probably heard that song, I would bet. Let me know in the chat if you have heard that song. I bet most of you have. Baby by Justin Bieber, 12.4 million dislikes. Big, successful musician, good singer. That's just a success thing right there, I would say. Number 3, Sadak 2 trailer by Foxstar Hindi. So that would be an Indian film, I'm guessing, according to the Indian Times. Much of the outrage stemmed from the casting of the film. So apparently people didn't like the how they casted. So 13.63 million dislikes. All right, here you go, Billy. Baby Shark Dance by Pink Fong Baby Shark. 14.39 million dislikes. So almost 15 million dislikes for Baby Shark. I think we all know why. And number 1, another YouTube Rewind 2018. 19.66 million dislikes is the number 1. So this is, as of a month and a half ago roughly, this was the most disliked video on YouTube. So there was some interesting stuff here. I didn't see any product reviewers. I didn't see any news agencies. I didn't see any of the things that we would think would have a lot of dislikes. It's mostly children's videos and musicians and a couple of YouTube rewinds. So those are the most disliked videos on YouTube. So I thought that was interesting. Wanted to share that with you guys. Billy said it wasn't number 1. Ken gets a dislike on the live. Go look. Yeah, I know. I just saw it come in. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate you, man. So yeah. So let me see what you guys were saying. Go back through the chat here. All right. So there's Dan's comment about Jake Paul. So speaking of Jake Paul, his original opponent backed out of the next fight, so he's fighting Woodley again. Yep, getting ready for the next fight. Yeah, Jake Paul does not care about the dislikes on his videos. He's doing very well. Can honestly say I've never watched PewDiePie or whatever his name is. He's the one that a couple of years ago kind of got in some hot water over one of his videos he did. And meaning he got in hot water with YouTube and some stuff. So he had to do an apology and some stuff. But he's a big creator. One of the biggest. No, Baby Shark was number 2. Yeah, you know that now. Chris loves it when he gets dislikes on his live feeds before he goes live. Yeah. Yeah, it happens to about a lot of us, you know. I wonder who thumbs down these videos, the kids or the parents. I would be willing to bet that it was the parents, but their kids still watched them 15 times a day. So Baby Shark was one that my kids watched a lot of. That Johnny Yes Papa, I can still sing that song. I know I'm not going to do it, but I still know every single word to that song. Every single word. So I wonder if it's what they are saying in the children's videos. There's a few of those that I've seen. I mean, some of those are just nursery rhymes. You know, the one Johnny Yes Papa is about, you know, did Johnny steal the sugar, right? I had to think about it for a second. And he says, no, I didn't. His dad, you know, he lied to his dad or whatever. That's pretty much what that video was. I think all these kids' songs with millions of dislikes are the parents who are tormented by having to watch the songs over and over again. Yeah, I think we probably all agree with that. Dean Gooden knows the song. He knows it. I know Mel knows it because we heard it a million times. I don't know much about Jake Paul outside of what I've seen on YouTube and his fights and stuff, but I don't have any reason to not think that he's not a nice guy. So Jake Paul's an awesome human, very nice young man. I think YouTube actually makes the rewind videos, but Mr. Beast does his own follow-up. Oh, okay. Okay, so he does his own follow-up. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've got an older one too. So Ben says, mine are old. Barney, Teletubbies drove me nuts. Man. Sorry, Dean. Sorry. Tell them the video has a bunch of dislikes. They really don't want to see it. And Mo the Bearded Shark is responsible for 10 million dislikes on my Baby Shark. Maybe so. Michael P. says, oh yeah, Billy thinks. It said it stays till the end and then I'll change it back. Hey, I appreciate it, man, for the thumbs down on not having anything to do with those ratings. I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. Thanks for being here, man. So Michael P. says, I thought you just disliked things you didn't want to see in your feed anymore. Yeah, that's the original intent behind the dislike button for sure. It's just not really how it's used anymore. So that is the dislike changes. That is what YouTube has done. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I was, curious about what people thought. I've seen, there's all kinds of videos on YouTube where other creators have kind of done their own video on their take on it. I may do one, may not. I mean, I don't know if it's for what I do and in my channel. I don't know if there's much value to doing that video, but I figured talking about it in a live stream would be a cool thing. So that's why I did it this way. But there's been a lot of creators that have done videos and talked about it, and you see it talked about in live streams and stuff. So I figured it'd be cool to talk about. And I was kind of hoping that maybe I could help shed some light on why they made the change and what thumbs downs do, and to be able to show you one of my old videos to show you kind of what they were going after. So hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully this kind of gave you some insight into why YouTube changed it. If you have any other questions about it, go and throw them in the chat. We'll hang out for a few more minutes. We may even do a this or that type round if you guys want to, but content-wise, that's pretty much what I had on thumbs down. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Great stream as always. Thanks, Ron. Hope you're doing well, man. It's glad to see you back around again. Glad to see you hanging out some more, man. So, all right, why don't we'll spend just a few minutes if you guys want to. I don't know. Let me know if you want to or not. I won't make anybody do it. If you guys want to do a speed round type, this or that type question, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know. If you don't, completely okay. But they're always fun to do. Mel wants it. She loves them. She loves them. So yeah, Ron. Hope you're doing okay. I'm just glad to see you back. So yeah, we'll do this for a few minutes if you guys want to participate. I've got a setup with something called pod decks that I absolutely love. I love pod decks. I love this thing. I'm gonna probably do a video on it at some point. maybe on, I don't know, Instagram or something. It's not really a content creator thing, but these are fun to do. So Corey wants peppermint sugar cookies. Yeah, I think those are getting baked this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I guess along with the change, they take any type of effect from bot dislikes. So, I'm kind of curious about that, right? Because technically somebody could still go to one of those sites and still purchase dislikes. You just won't see the numbers. So like, me, if I had that frame of mind to actually go purchase dislikes for somebody's video, but then I couldn't see the number, would I really enjoy that? I don't know. I mean, I don't typically think in the way of that sort of hate anyway. But if I tried to put my mind in that spot of thinking like that, would I enjoy spending money on dislikes and then not being able to see the number? I wouldn't think so. I would think that my goal would be to be able to see that high number because it would make me feel good, right? So I don't know. Be curious to see how that fixes it. But that is definitely one thing that YouTube is wanting to fix. Did you get Mel her double oven yet? No, man, we have not. We need to get one of those. Yeah. You're not helping me, man. You're not helping me. And Billy, no, sir. I am not doing Oreos with sour cream. You need to stop hanging out with Ellie. Stop hanging out with Ellie, man. What's wrong with you? Oreos and sour cream. Can't do it, man. Oreos only go in milk. All right, so we'll do speed round for a few minutes, and then we'll start to close out here. So, all right. So, first question I got up, and these are in, I don't even know what order these are in. I opened the app. I've got the app on my phone, as you can see, and then we'll go through the questions as they come up here. So, who do you think is the greatest sports athlete ever? For you sports junkies like me, who do you think is the best athletes ever? Get some music going with this. So who do you think is the greatest sports athlete ever? Ellie, I don't know, Ellie. I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. You guys know Billy. He does Oreos and cheese. Oreos and spray cheese. So E-Rock says not Tom Brady. Dan C says Michael Phelps. We got Zeb says Tom, so there we go. He's talking Tom Brady. Wayne Gretzky, great choice. Bo Jackson. Nick, it didn't ask for two, man. It asked for one. But he says Kareem and Magic. Fair enough. Kareem and Magic, good choices. Michael Jordan. All right, Ecam. Michael Jordan from Weatherbeard. I am going to stand on the side of saying that Michael Jordan is definitely the greatest athlete in the history of the NBA. I think LeBron is a heck of an athlete. I love LeBron. I love what he does. But I don't know if anybody will ever beat Michael Jordan for me in the NBA. We got another Wayne Gretzky, another Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, another Jordan. You must be talking to Scott there. Okay. Jackie Robinson, Muhammad Ali. Yep. Muhammad Ali's from our home state, just up the road in Louisville. So, no, you're good, Nick. I'm just giving you the business, man. You're good. Another Wayne Gretzky. I mean, yeah. What's his first name? Perry. The refrigerator Perry. Except for he played for the Bears, and I'm a Packers fan. But no, he was a heck of an athlete for sure. I'm going to say, for me, the greatest athlete of all time, and a lot of you won't agree with this, and that's okay, but I'm looking at the NFL. This player does come from the NFL, and none of you would be surprised he's a Packer. But this athlete did things that back before quarterbacks were protected, before there were so many rules that you couldn't hit a quarterback, that you had to win by being treated just like everybody else on the field. I'm saying Bart Starr. Bart Starr, to me, is one of the greatest athletes in the history of the NFL. Love Bart Starr. Love what he did for the Packers. Ric Flair. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so that is sports. Let's see what we have next. Up next, name your alter ego. We'll skip that one. All right. If you're going on a road trip, what are the 3 must-haves you could not leave without? We had a similar question to this last week, but if you're going on a road trip, what are the 3 must-haves that you could not leave home without? Let's get some different music here. We'll go with the music Mel picked out. So if you're going on a road trip, what are the 3 must-haves you could not leave without? And I'm going to say my phone. I don't remember what I said last week. But my phone, a bottle of beard oil, and my family. That's what I'll say. So E-Rock says water, food, and my son. Very, very nice. Jerky, water, sunflower seeds. Ray says music, water, and Copilot. Yep. Mel's homemade cookies, my family, and my phone. See, I did not say cookies because I knew she would bring some, so I've got cookies because she's going to share with me, right? Food, water, and money. Phone, jumper cables, and snacks. Jumper cables are important. Gatorade, Skittles, and Doritos. At least you didn't say Twizzlers, so that's a win. No Twizzlers. Billy says my truck, my phone, and me. Hey, what's up, JPB? Good to see you, man. Ron, food, drink, and tablet. Family aside, okay. Tunes, snacks, and a pea jar. Fair enough. Tunes, snacks, and a pea jar. I'm guessing, Ben, you don't like to stop. Nicholas Z, wallet, phone, and shoes. Very important. Soda, phone, and music. Phone, dog, and water. Zeb Beards. Just Plain Bearded says family, music, and water. Yep, very, very important. All right, so that is the 3 must-haves you couldn't leave without. Let's go next. What do we got? That's kind of a deep question. Okay, when you meet a new person, do you like to talk about yourself or prefer to let them talk? And hey, no judgment here whatsoever. Absolutely no judgment. For me, when I first meet somebody, I pretty much let them talk because I am introverted by nature. And so if I don't know somebody, I'm usually not one to talk a whole lot. Now, that's different than if I'm like passing somebody. Like if I pass somebody in Walmart and they got a Packer shirt on, I'll usually say go Pack Go, or, small talk. But any real conversation, I usually let them talk and, kind of go from there. So, yeah, right, Ray? Sounds like he was in the military, a P-jar. So Nick H says, let them talk. Dean says, let them talk. Bougie Prepper says, let them talk. Just Plain Bearded, I dictate the conversation because I'm an extrovert. Dude, I believe that. I can tell that about you. You're definitely extroverted. And Ray says, in person, I'll drive the conversation. Yeah, it's good there's a mix of introverts and extroverts. Otherwise, nobody would talk. Ron says, I'm introverted, but usually talk because I'm nervous. Yeah, I know what you mean. Jason says, let them talk. People say I'm quiet. I just take it all in. Billy, I talk a lot after working with inmates all day. I love to talk to the lady. She's probably more fun to talk to, I'm sure. It's funny. A lot of times when we, so I work from home, but I'm down here. Mel's upstairs. We do homeschool, so she's teaching. And a lot of times we don't get a chance to really chat until later in the night. So we'll go to bed a lot of times, and there's something that, her mind never shuts off. Mine, I can shut it off like that. And she likes to talk once we lay down, and I'm like, I'm ready to go to sleep. She's like, I know, but I haven't seen you all day. So, yeah, after the day, she likes to talk too. Mel says, I would rather get to know someone else. However, as an introvert, I cannot handle silence around people I'm not comfortable with. So if no one's talking, then I am. Yeah. Zeb says, I'll drive the conversation, but I like it to be about the other person more. I used to let them talk. Now I read the room. I'll talk if no one else will. And Billy said, yep, the lady is better looking than the inmates. I hope so, man. I listen to them first, but can be a jabberjaw. Yep. All right, so let's see what else we have here. Okay. Oh, this one's easy for me. Who's your favorite villain / bad guy? Who's your favorite villain / bad guy? And we'll go, movie, TV show, comics, whatever you want. Who's your favorite villain / bad guy? This one's easy for me. Mine is, I don't want to spoil anything in case people have not got this far yet, but Negan from The Walking Dead, he is my favorite villain / bad guy. I think Negan, his character, Jeffrey Dean Morgan doing that character, he's great at that character. I love Negan's character. Now, obviously, stuff he did in the show, you hate the guy, but I love him as Negan. I think he's the best villain probably that I've ever seen. So Ellie says Violator from Spawn. Yep, there we go. Billy agrees, Negan. The Joker or any classic horror killers. Darth Vader, it's a good one. Yeah, going to Negan while we're waiting on comments. Negan's just a likable character. Even though he's doing bad things, he's funny. He's so funny. He is such a funny guy. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't know. I guess by now, if you haven't watched Walking Dead in the last 3 seasons, you're probably done. Negan his character has changed. I'll put it that way. Yeah, Negan rules. Dr. Evil is hilarious. I love Doc. He's hilarious. That's a great character. Don't laugh too hard, but Snape and Harry Potter. Okay, John, don't laugh at me too hard, but I have never seen a minute of Harry Potter. I've never seen it, so I won't laugh at you because I don't know who that is. Negan is a very convincing bad guy. Yeah, I'm going to share something about myself that some of you guys may laugh at me for, I don't know. So I used to watch Grey's Anatomy, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan on The Walking Dead, he played Denny in Grey's Anatomy. 2 totally different characters. JPB says, hands down, the Joker. Every live version has also been well done. A close second for me is the King of White Walkers. I don't know what that one is. The King of White Walkers. I'm not sure what that is. Skeletor is going way back in time. I don't have that sound on this one. I would have given it to you. Hold on.
We're about to take it back.
Skeletor, that's going back. That's going back for sure. Jeffrey Dean Morgan said if it wasn't negative, he wasn't going to do the show. He loves the character. He kills it, man. He really does. Ben, I too have never seen Lord of the Rings. Never seen a single episode. Wife watches that show. You talking Grey's Anatomy or Walking Dead? Which one? Probably Grey's Anatomy. The Terminator. I haven't seen the Terminator movies in a long time. Okay, so White Walkers are from the Game of Thrones. Okay. So another unpopular opinion, or unpopular fact, I've never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones. Never seen a single episode. How do you work in IT and never seen Lord of the Rings? I don't know, man. A lot of the guys I work with, that's their thing, but I've never watched it. Never have. All right. Let's see. We'll skip. Let's find something really good here. Let's find something really good. Oh, not that one. This is going to be the last one, so we'll find a good one here. Got to find it first. Oh, that one. Well, I passed it. We've had that question before. Not going to talk about news. Oh, here we go. This is, we'll see, I don't know. This one may be a short one. Are you related to anyone famous or historical? And if so, who? So I'll give you mine here in a second. Yeah, Dean, same here. I've seen every single episode of The Walking Dead. Dean, did you watch, or Chris, or anybody else that's Walking Dead fans? Billy, have you guys watched The Walking Dead World Beyond? We have to actually watch the last episode that was on last night. We haven't watched it yet, but The World Beyond, that turned out to be a good series. I don't know if you guys have watched it or not. Billy, I can't go. I'll go in a few minutes, man. How about that? Unacceptable. Yeah, you guys are mad because I haven't seen those shows, those movies. All right, so Ray is related to Kit Carson, who Fort Carson is named after. Oh, that's awesome. JPB, I don't think so, but I swear I could be to Mick Foley. Ben says maybe President William H. Taft. Haven't ever been that back far in my family tree, though. Oh, that'd be cool to check out and see. Bougie Prepper, nope. Not that you know of anyway, right? I don't know. I mean, I would think down the line we all have to be related to somebody that's famous or historical. But I could be wrong, too. You're getting caught up on season 2 of The World Beyond. Man, I thought both seasons were great. I don't know why they stopped with season 2. I don't know why they ended it so quick. Oh, you're 2 seasons behind. Okay. Ellie, she says my hubby's uncle was an actor, just a small parts one. Hey, that's cool though. And of course, Ellie's been on MTV like 15,000 times, so that's cool. Dean Gooden's related to Robert E. Lee. Awesome. So, I do have somebody famous in my background. So I'm related to, on my grandmother's side, I'm actually related to Colonel Harlan Sanders, who is the colonel known for Kentucky Fried Chicken. So my grandmother, on her side, my family is related to the creator of KFC, which is cool. So I'm related to everyone famous. You are too, if you believe the Bible. Fair enough. My 4th great-grandfather is named after Andrew Jackson. Not related, but cool anyway. Yeah, that is awesome. Ellie says, my cousin, I'm going to mess that up, I hope I don't, Kailani, is fixing to make it big with her singing. Oh, that's cool. Does she have a YouTube channel, Ellie? Where's she doing her music at? I'd love to go listen to it. Ken Gold is related to Robert Gould Shaw. I'm not going to secretly tell you that I'm Googling that name. Okay, Civil War officer. Awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah, cool. Way cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, we just have, we obviously we live in Kentucky, so, but yeah, Ken, part owner of KFC, you heard it here first. I haven't seen any checks, man. I don't know where they are. I haven't got anything yet. LEL, okay, thank you. Yeah, I'd love to listen to it. General Sherman is in my family tree. Cool. I use Kentucky Kernel flour for my chicken, not the same. So listen, I used to work at KFC when I was a kid. I don't know if there's anybody else in the chat that worked at KFC. Let me know. Throw a comment. Let me know if you worked at KFC. But even working at KFC, you don't actually get, you don't put the recipe together. So that recipe is really, really protected. The recipe actually shows up in little white bags. And you take a bag of flour, a bag of the seasoning, you mix it together, and that's how it comes. It comes completely unmarked, just in white bags. So, yep, he is one of my ancestors, yeah. Yep, John LaSalle, who founded Florida, who landed on the coast of Florida. Yeah, JPB, I'm skipping that comment, man. Not at all. Not at all. That is not true, sir. Liz, hey, what's up? Welcome in, Liz. Related to John Chapman, Johnny Appleseed. That's cool. All right, so that is... We'll just go ahead and call it a night with that one. That was awesome. I love doing the this or that stuff, so thanks for hanging out and playing along with that. So, hey, appreciate the conversation. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Your insights, your opinion, your chat about the YouTube changes. I think this was awesome. I appreciate everybody's input, the different opinions. You know, I'm the guy, I respect everybody's opinion on most things. You know, if you're talking, you know, the stuff that we should not agree on, like, you know, the comment that I removed that I talked about. There's certain things that that I can't respect, but talking about this kind of stuff and 99% of the things people talk about, I respect everybody's opinion. I love chatting with people and getting to know people's thoughts on things and how they view things. So this was awesome. It was a great conversation. I appreciate everybody being here and hanging out. Hope you guys all have a great week. As always, if I can do anything for you, you know the YouTube channel, you're here. So thanks for being here and hanging out. My website, kenthecontentcoach.com. Email ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. All over social media, Ken the Content Coach. Some of the names are a little bit different, but they're all Ken the Content Coach, Ken_the Content Coach, whatever. Those are all in the description of this video. So, you know, look me up, follow me, whatever you want to do there. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, that's how you get a hold of me. But seriously, thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. Let me get rid of that Oreo comment. Oreo and sour cream. Just getting shaky. Maybe not. Maybe that opinion I don't agree with. I don't know. But I'll still follow you, and you're still cool. So, yeah, John, I appreciate it. Looking forward to 2022. Can you guys believe 2021 is almost over? We are basically halfway through December, right? It's crazy how fast the week is going, so, or how fast the month, how fast the year's gone by. So, appreciate it, John. Ron, you too, have a great week, man. I appreciate it. Let's see. Justin says, only history I'm aware of is the Molly McGuires in my family tree. Well, that's cool. So, yeah. Hey. I can't do the Oreo, man. You guys do the Oreos and sour cream and water. Oreos go in milk. That's where Oreos go. I'm a traditional guy. That's all I can do is Oreos and milk. I don't know, but I'll let you guys do that stuff. So, Nick, appreciate it. Nicholas Z, Bougie Prepper, thank you. Appreciate all you guys being here. And we will see you next time. Next week, I don't quite know exactly. Oh, yeah, no, next week will be another Just Stream With Me. So next week will be a Just Stream With Me YouTube Q&A. If you have any questions you want to submit for YouTube, I do have the form on my website. If you go to the homepage of my website, you'll see the form there on the slider that's at the very top. So you can fill that out there. If you want to take part in a live stream, if you've never live streamed before but want to live stream, the Just Stream With Me stream is a way to get you on the live stream so you can kind of get your feet wet, break that initial fear, go live where you just have to sit and talk. You don't have to control anything or drive. And so, you know, hopefully that helps people go live. If you ever want to do that, reach out and let me know. And, yeah, Q&A. What else? Did I miss anything? I don't think so. So, have a great week, everybody. Again, thanks for being here. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Remember, just hit record. We will see you guys next week. Have a great one.